in the backyard of your old farm in the summer. Stay there for 3 weeks where we learned to love each other. Wrote you letters, sent a message to the captain. Skip to the present, haven't been so happy ever.
Hi, how are you? There's a super typhoon here in the Philippines this weekend. I hope you all are okay. It's raining super hard outside and there's super strong wind. Wala ngang pasok until Tuesday. It's Sunday today, so I hope everybody's okay. I am currently reading 3 books. As usual, we have multiple books na naman, and those are, I have a couple of big books here, heavy, literally and figuratively. I am hoping to catch up with this Korean reads because I've been reading this for months already, and I need to have at least some small progress, small steps to finishing these books because I cannot move on to another one without finishing this 3. I have 2 pending ARCs. I have 1 pending book that I need to send back to its owner from the book relay, and I also have another set of books for another relay. But before those books, I need to really focus on making progress in these 3 books. So of course, one of the books is War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. I have a separate vlog for my reading updates and all my reading journey throughout War and Peace. So I won't be talking too much about this book right now, but I'm here na. I'm almost in part 2. Part 2 na pala. I'm more than 100 pages in the actual novel. So, yeah. Another book that I am currently reading is A Little Life by Hanya, Yanagihara. This is a buddy read with 2 of my friends, online friends, but I'm not sure how much progress they already have na, because we've been talking about this book or starting reading this book for weeks already. I have just started it last week, if I'm not mistaken. I am still at page 50. And medyo marami nang nangyari. Most of it, like looking in the past, describing the characters, the main characters, how they are reacting or how are they related to each other, and plus the individual backstories for each character, which are interesting, super interesting. They have different encounters in life, they have different lifestyles as well, they have different supports. Like one of them is privileged enough to have an education, a good education. Isa may health issues din, and they have different characteristic behaviors. Sometimes they have also different beliefs, but they're very much connected to each other at the same time. According to most reviewers, this is one of the most emotional, sad book that will make you ugly cry, supposedly. So let's see if Yanagihara can make me cry. So far, no pa naman, but I know there are already sad stories from their past na medyo na sa spotlight na in this first 50 pages. But look kung gaano pa kakapal yung hinihintay natin, and I know I am expecting there are other worse scenarios, worse stories among these 4 characters. So the book that I am currently reading, that I am supposed to be finishing sana this weekend, but unfortunately hindi natin nagawa, but hopefully until maybe tomorrow, Monday, I can finish the last 100 pages, more than 100 pages of Into Into Thin Air by John Krakauer. This is a memoir of their journey adventure and disaster hiking the Mount Everest on May 10th, 1996. So if you're not yet familiar with this book or with this story, this is also adapted in a film called Into Thin Air and Everest. Ang pinanood ko is Everest, and it captured mostly accurately the story or the details in this book. So here we follow the perspective of John, our journalist, na part of the expedition to the Everest on that day. And unfortunately, they caught by a disaster when they're already on top of the Everest. This is very sad. People are achieving their dreams, their lifelong dreams, but also kind of sad because who knows or who is expecting na yung dream nila yung papatay sa kanila, like literally. So far, I'm enjoying this book. This is one of the books na I'm taking my time with this book. Hindi ko siya minamadali. You know that feeling na if you really love the book, if you are really connected to the book, it's either two things lang. It's either you can finish it in one sitting or you want to stretch your time with the book kasi it's too much to handle like in one sitting. Parang ang dami-dami mong you have to feel so much about this book. So I'm here na and I have to cut na my video. I'll be seeing you whenever. It's been a week or maybe more since the last clip, but I am almost done with Into Thin Air. I am really loving it. Highly recommend. Although if you want visuals, I recommend also trying out the movie adaptation Everest in 2015, I guess. It was almost accurate as told in the book, but of course the tiny details are not there. So if you want more details or more like interesting, sad even information about that ascent and descent, read this book. Super recommended.
and I've made a little progress, little progress on A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara, and they said this is the saddest book, and I am close to agreeing. I am almost at 100 page mark already, and totoo nga, ang bali-balita, totoo ang chismis that this is maybe one of the saddest book. I have another sad book, cringy even, waiting in my TBR, and I just got it back from the book relay from Thrill Seeker. So I am looking forward to crying this weekend. Thanks to Hanya, and thanks to our 4 friends here. And yeah, that's my little update. See you whenever.
You in the backyard of your old farm in the summer. Stay there for 3 weeks where we learn to love each other. Wrote you a letter, sent a message to the captain. Skip through the present, haven't been so happy ever.
Hello, I finally picked up A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. I'm already at 105, page 105, and so far, I can't say I'm already engaged. I'm hoping for the next chapters to get more interesting. Ganito kakapal yung isang chapter niya, bes. That's how many pages? 93 pages for the first chapter. They say it's sad. Yes, it's sad, but not really like that would make you ugly cry. But still, I'm in the first chapter pa lang, so I'm not really sure if it could get any worse or worse in a different way, because I don't know, is this an unpopular opinion if I say I'm not loving this so far? But wala pa ako sa half. Maybe it's not the right time to say such things, but it's dragging. The only interesting character so far is the most recent character that was introduced, is named Felix. Felix is a young child tutored by Willem. You know, that's the thing about this book. I don't know what we talking about na. Most of the time when we are talking about one of the main characters, their name is not mentioned enough in that part of their story, their own story. Of course, we're addressing them as he, his, him, but no names. I don't know who are we talking about na. And it's kind of confusing because there are like, we're in the scene now, and then in a second we will go to the next scene now. Sometimes it's a flashback, or sometimes it's I can't even explain. Basta very confusing. Plus, the paragraphs, sentences even, are very long. The chapters are very long. It's kind of like nakakapagod basahin. It's so tiring. After a few pages, I feel super tired. Like, ang daming nangyari pero wala naman tumatak sa isip ko, if you get what I mean. Yeah. So, sad little life. So, sometimes I stop reading this. I just put it down because I don't want to drag myself kasi girl, stressful. So I picked up the final girl support group by Grady Hendrix. This is my second book by Grady Hendrix. The first one is the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. So mahaba siya, and it was recommended by Goodreads, but I did not really like it. I enjoyed it, but not really not my kind of horror book, kasi kind of humorous siya. But this one, I picked this up because
It was also recommended by Goodreads. Now I'm questioning Goodreads recommendation. Of course, hindi naman ako naniniwala sa ratings. I don't really believe na a book is 4 stars or 5 stars or 3 stars because books are subjective, you know. But if I get email newsletters, book list, to be TBR recommendations, I consider them. And this one is one of the recommended reads for horror, I guess. Yes, horror, but it's not very much creepy. It's not my kind of horror. Grady Hendrix, as I have observed, is kind of a cozy, chill, not gross, not scary horror author. I don't. But this one is a page turner. This is much a page turner than A Little Life. But I don't know why I am comparing those two. But alam mo yung typical slasher movie, slasher story. Hindi naman sobra. O sige, sobrang stupid ng main character that you as a reader, as an audience, is questioning the decisions of the main character. And I'm really excited because one of the book clubs that I am buddy reading with right now, the Mood Readers Club, is reading Final Girl or Final Girls by Riley Sager. And I'm not sure if this is comparable with this Hendrix book, but so far I love Riley Sager. I loved him more than Grady Hendrix. Very different style. So, hindi ko alam kung they have the same plot or they have the same theme or something. I'm looking forward to that book because Sager. I mean, plus I forgot to update as well na I finished Into the Air by Johnny Krakauer. I really recommend this book. This is such an amazing masterpiece, aka one of the memoirs that I loved. I'm not really a fan of memoirs or non-fiction books, but this one is so good. Maybe because I have this personal experience mountaineering, hindi ganito ka-hardcore, just tropical mountains here in the Philippines, but still, the feeling, the emotions, the logic ng mga mountaineers, I get it. I understand. And yun yung something that connected me the most with their story or their real life story. So, yeah. I really recommend this book, Into the Air by John Krakauer. If you're into movies, this is also adapted to a movie, Everest. This is parang na-mention ko na ata earlier in this vlog. I don't know. I've been filming this for weeks already because I have very limited time reading. So, one of the challenges for me now is to create content for my YouTube. But thank you for watching. I will see you on my next one.
I'll give you ukulele lessons Monday mornings if you're free. We can go to wherever we like, there's so much out there to see.